Look at the intensity in the stands for South Korea. This is a fan base that expects total discipline, high work rates, and a collective energy that refuses to quit for 90 minutes. Contrast that with the vibrant, passionate supporters of El Tri. They demand creativity, technical quality, and a team that plays with genuine rhythm. This matchup presents a direct collision of two distinct footballing identities. Mexico wants to dictate play with absolute control, while South Korea waits for the right moment to shatter that rhythm with explosive speed. The victor won't necessarily be the squad with the most raw talent, but the team that successfully imposes their structural will and forces the opponent to play at their pace. Mexico approaches the pitch as architects. They build their identity on technical dominance, fluid movement, and attacking flair. They maintain high possession through a relentless volume of quick, short passes, actively trying to orchestrate the entire match. To manipulate the opposition, Mexico utilizes overlapping runs from fullbacks to stretch the pitch, forcing the defensive line apart. This width requires patient build-up. The sequence starts at the back, moving methodically from the goalkeeper through the defensive third. This high possession style leaves them vulnerable to counters. When the ball is lost, Mexico must remain incredibly compact to prevent a quick transition from catching their defenders out of position. Mexico relies on technical rhythm to suffocate the game, using possession itself as their primary defensive tool to keep the opponent from ever starting an attack. South Korea operates on an entirely different wavelength. Their system relies on rigid discipline, high work rates, and absolute structural integrity. South Korea compresses space in the center, shifting as a single unit to choke off passing lanes. The second they win a turnover, the trap springs. They launch an instant vertical counterattack, sprinting forward before the opposition can reset. They don't need 60% possession to win. Success for them is measured in a handful of high-quality, rapid transitions. They rely on the pace and positioning of their forwards to exploit any lapse in concentration. A single defensive mistake can be punished in seconds. This system is designed to turn Mexico's greatest asset, committing players forward for possession, into a fatal weakness. The midfield is the primary battleground where the game's tempo will be decided. Mexico will try to orchestrate the play here, dictating the rhythm and attempting to lull South Korea into a false sense of security. But South Korea counters this with high-intensity pressing, specifically designed to force sudden turnovers in this central zone. This creates a constant tactical dilemma. Mexico's desire for control is perpetually at risk of being shattered by South Korea's explosive transitions. Because of these contrasting styles, the match will likely be decided in the chaotic 3 seconds immediately following a midfield turnover. As the match enters the final stretch, the ultimate tactical disruptor takes hold: physical fatigue. Tired legs begin to break down structural discipline, finally opening up the massive pockets of space that were previously compressed. This creates a high-stakes finale. Mexico pushes to maintain their suffocating control, while South Korea waits, coiled to strike on the break. The final verdict? Expect a high-intensity match where Mexico holds a slight edge due to technical quality, but South Korea remains a lethal threat on the counter. As fatigue pushes both systems to the breaking point, the outcome will likely shift from collective discipline to the ability of a single player to exploit a late-game lapse. Comment your prediction below and subscribe for more tactical breakdowns.